21 years old. What would I tell my 21-year-old self? Well, at 21, I was working in retail, and luckily I was in management. And as a manager, I kind of created the atmosphere for our stores. And this was back in the days where, you had your merry-go-rounds and all these, clothing places that were geared towards young people. And young people like to party. So I like to party. I like to go out. I love to hang out with friends, and then get right to work the next day. A little hungover maybe, but that was me back at 21. But looking back at my 21-year-old self, I would say one of the main lessons is thoughts are things. Be careful what you think about. Back then, I used to think a lot about how I grew up, and I think the reason why I partied so much and, was so fascinated with hanging out with friends and as opposed to focusing on life is because I wanted to kind of dilute the memories from my childhood. And so if anything, I would say control what you think about. Think about your dreams, dream big, think about, the type of future you want to have. That would be one of the main things that I would tell my 21-year-old self, because I remember focusing in on what I look like and what clothes I was going to wear and, who said what to, who or what guy I was going to date. And those are all fine and good, but in the long run, if you want to have a dream come true, you've got to be careful what you think about and make sure that what you're thinking about is in line with your goals. The second thing I would say is be mindful of your habits, rituals, and routine. Create healthy habits, rituals, and routines. And by doing so, you'll set yourself up for success in life, because what you do repetitively becomes a habit. And that's so important. And I think back then, I wasn't so much focused on my habits. I was just focused on having fun. And then I think the last thing I would tell myself at 21 was to surround yourself by great people. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Surround yourself by good people that are going places. And don't be afraid to be in rooms where people are maybe a little bit further ahead of you, people that have achieved great things. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would say surround yourself by great people.